Let's do this. All right, let's do this. Hello, people. Another beautiful day. Yep. Hope your five senses work. Hope your health and strength is good. And it's Friday, January the 27th. We're out of the month of January. Coming up on the Steam Deck first completion of its first year. Yeah. Time flies. Anyway, all right. What I got for you? We talking about the Steam Deck overseas. You know, they're available now. Listen to this. Steam Deck now in stock across Japan, Hong Kong, South Korea, and Taiwan. So, for all them Asian gamers, oh yeah. Uh, Steam Deck is available. It says Komodo PR sent word that they're no longer a reservation queue to purchase a Steam Deck across Japan, Hong Kong, South Korea, and Taiwan. Originally, much like the Western launch of the Steam Deck, you had to visit in queue until it was your turn to purchase due to the stock level. Now that's mostly no longer the case. The only one that isn't in stock is the 64 gig model, specifically in Japan, where Komodo said it was back ordered at this time, so it's obviously been a bit too popular there. Komodo state they have seen high demand and the official docking station is still in the reservation queue for Japan and Taiwan, but is in stock for Hong Kong and South Korea. So anyone who purchased an in-stock item will have it shipped within 2 weeks of the purchase, while out of stock in the reservation queue will be filled as quickly as possible, with email inviting you to purchase going as soon as they are available in the order reservation were made. You can order a Steam Deck from Valve partner Komodo across Japan, Hong Kong, South Korea, and Taiwan. Nice to see the Asian markets are reacting well to the Steam Deck. Let's hope it's keep up so more people can appreciate just how good Linux can be for gaming. I expect this year we'll see Valve announce new regions too, further expanding the reach of the Steam Deck. Probably talking about like Brazil and Australia. The last part of that paragraph, they're probably talking about Brazil and Australia. So probably African continent. So you know, the pandemic, sent things in circles. So you know, Valve had to make adjustment, but they know that they had to stay consistent. They couldn't just because the pandemic is happening, you don't just sit still and just thinking that the Steam Decks were going to move. They had to make them available, so they had to take the steps necessary, to get them across the Asian market, and it worked. And now Komodo, is seeing seeing demands for the Steam Deck. The 64 gig models is selling out fast because most people don't have the money. Sometimes most people might not have the money. Some people might not most, but some people might not have the money for the 256 gig model or the 512, so they go with the 64 gigs and then upgrade the storage. So Valve is they get what they can purchase, but Valve on the other hand is keeping up with the times and the demands of the Steam Deck. So it's good to see that they're moving. That people in the Asian market are liking the Steam Deck. So and as far as like gaming on Linux, their numbers are going to grow. Their numbers are going to grow, and they'll see an increase, in the user base. But other than that, man, Valve is moving right along, and trying to get the Steam Deck in most people's hands as possible. The pandemic really did damage in the tech industry, but the pandemic was about infrastructure too. So it was a good thing that Valve had Steam up and running. Had the Steam storefront up and running, packed with games and ready to go. So when they released the Steam Deck, the fans of Steam or whatever games they play, whatever PC games they play, they can have it right away, so they can play. So it was good that they keep up with the pace and the time, and the demands, and they're doing it. So It's gonna get better, you know. Valve can't they can't look backwards. Now that they got the Steam Deck out, they can't look backwards and go back to their old habits. They can't do that. You know, they got to keep moving forward. So they got to keep updating the Steam Deck on a consistent basis. Keep sorting their games and keep getting games out verified and keep moving. You know, and they'll have success because they have to. They have to stay consistent, and they got to make sure that their networks is up, is always up and running too. You know, so they got a lot of maintenance work they got to do. So that's what they have to do to stay successful in this market. You know, they can't stand still. You know, they have to keep the ball moving if they want to see success with the Steam Deck. But the Steam Deck is coming out its first year, so that's a good sign. You know. And there's plenty more games, you know, that's coming to PC that should be playable on the Steam Deck, you know, and going on from there. And then all they can do is keep moving. You know? But a lot of people are liking the Steam Deck from what I've been seeing, you know, based on the videos I've been watching and some of the crazy pictures I've seen some of the pictures that I've seen people take with the Steam Deck. Probably while driving in traffic, you know, people are having fun with this thing. So, yeah. But Valve know that they can't. Valve know that they can't fall asleep at the wheel when it comes to the Steam Deck. They have to stay on it, you know. I mean, yesterday I did a video where they were talking about. They went back actually 2 days. 2 days. You know, they went back checking on the EA games and. Because EA gave up Origins, and now they're using the app. So Valve had to make sure they do their job in getting those games to work, and that's what they're going to have to do when it comes to the Steam Deck, you know. But it's good to see the Asian countries and markets are liking the Steam Deck, you know. So hope that people more people will get it, you know, as they become more available, and then going on from there. But 2023 should be a good year for the Steam Deck. It should be a good year, as long as Valve stay consistent, you know, throughout this entire year, they'll have success from it, and that's what it's gonna come down to. You know, working together with developers, you know, not just sitting on the side and not doing anything, communicating with developers, you know, and getting games coming to the Steam Deck, and they're gonna Valve have to do their part. But other than that, Steam Deck is good. So far, so good. Anyway, leave this video for y'all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars and Star Trek playing board, Dark Side. Go. Peace.